We are live. What time is it today? It's 11:30. It's time for coffee and conversations with Melissa. Hello everyone. Good morning. I am Melissa Dukas. I'm the founder and CEO of
We're live. What time is it today? It's for coffee and conversations with Melissa.
Bongai, you cannot do the live in our live. This is the risk. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm the founder and CEO of My Coffee Connect. It's a virtual quality connections for business to business where you can meet, connect, and collaborate. Let me tell you about my guest for today. Okay, hold on. Please meet Bongai Mhloyi of endchildmarriages.org. Their goal: we are dedicated to end childhood marriages through education. They believe that no girls should be robbed of her childhood, her education, and health, and her aspirations. End child marriages funds orphans and at risk girls from the poorest sections of Zimbabwe so that they can attend school. Their program will cover all the costs, including tuition, books, transportation, nutritious meals, and in some cases, they will provide housing so that the girls can escape child marriages
Yes.
and further their education while living in a healthy environment. The solution: and child marriages will provide full funding to girls to stay in school and attend college so they can escape the threat of child marriage and have the opportunity to live an independent, self sustaining life. Since 2010, we have impacted more than 250 girls. She's very happy. Bongai is very happy with her work and her picture, her story, and her school progress throughout the year. Please welcome Bongai Mhloyi.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Thank you so much for inviting me to come.
Yeah. So, how did you come up with this awesome nonprofit?
Okay, so yeah, I'm originally from Zimbabwe, and the reason I came up with this non-profit organization was what I experienced when I was growing up in Zimbabwe through my grandfather who married a 12-year-old girl. So I didn't like that, and I didn't like what I saw with this girl when she was miserable with my grandfather. So that's how I became passionate about helping these girls.
So, let us know, who are you? Who are you? I know you're.
Okay. All right. So I'm Bongai Mhloyi. I am a mother of two grown sons. I'm a wife. I am a friend to a lot of people. I love to connect with people. So yeah, that's where I'm originally from Zimbabwe, born and raised there, and I came to the United States to seek further higher education together with my husband. And I did that, and I'm still here.
Yeah, tell us your story.
Okay, so like I said, I was born and raised in Zimbabwe. I got married when I was over there. I was fortunate enough that I grew up in a family that supports education. My parents were pro-education, so all my sisters and my brothers received an education. But some of my friends were not that fortunate. So I witnessed a lot of girls my age dropping out of school due to poverty in the families, and again, some of them got married off to much older men, again, due to poverty in their families. So when I came here, I didn't want to forget all that I saw when I was growing up, especially with my grandfather's situation. So after school, I started helping people back in Zimbabwe, and I also help girls here in my local area, which is Pottsville, PA, and I teach etiquette and social graces and leadership skills there. So that's my journey, so I'm actually working with both continents, Zimbabwe and USA, where I live.
That's good. So, what made you decide to do what you are doing right now?
Thank you for asking that. Yeah, so the reason I really decided to do what I'm doing, I'm so passionate about girls' lives. And I believe that if you educate a girl, you are educating a generation, not just that girl, but this girl is going to make sure that her children are educated, her grandchildren are educated, her great-grandchildren are educated. So I'm so passionate about the girls. And the girl that I witnessed with my grandfather, that story stayed with me in my head. I'll never forget that. So that's really what made me do what I'm doing now. This girl that I saw crying every night and every day.
Wow. How inspiring about that. So, how do you save the girls from child marriages?
Awesome. Yeah. So the way we save them is my organization here in the United States. I do fundraising events. I collaborate with individuals, with companies, and we raise funds. And then we take these funds and give scholarships to these girls so that they can stay in school, they can continue on with their education. So we, with the scholarships, is able to make sure that they pay for the school fees, we get them school supplies, we get them everything they need so they can stay in school. So that's how I, help them.
That is awesome for you to do that. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
So,
Thank you.
how do you select the girls, and what is the criteria for the girls to be in the end child marriages?
Okay, great question. So the way we come up with this, there's this community in Zimbabwe that I'm focusing on. This community is still way backwards, and I have a teacher that I communicate with that I got to know through all these years. So she's the one who knows firsthand where these girls are that are getting ready to be married off. They're at risk every day. So and most of the girls, they come to the school where she teaches. She's a school teacher. So she knows firsthand. So she knows who is the most risk, who is, because we have some girls on the waiting list. So on that waiting list, as we get sponsors here, she will take the most risk girl on the waiting list and take her off so that she can escape that, and then she goes to school. We pay for her fees. So the criteria is that you are about to be married off by your parents, or you are an orphan, you don't have parents that can send you to school, and you are in a bad situation that you like to go to school, but maybe your parents are too old. Because I can remember most of these children, they are products of child marriages themselves. So their mothers were child brides as well. So the man is way too old to be working, he cannot work. And the mother, since she was a child when she had this child, she has no skills, she has no job. So therefore, she cannot send her children to school. So that's the criteria they have to meet for them to be in our program.
So, what part of Zimbabwe are the girls from?
Okay, so Zimbabwe is a large country. It's like when you compare Africa with United States, Zimbabwe is like one of the states. So in Zimbabwe, most of these children, they are from the east side of the country. That's where a lot of families are still backwards, where they believe that girls are not valuable at all. So you cannot send a girl to school, you just have to send the boys to school. So a lot of families are still believing that backward belief. So they are mostly in the east side of the country. It's called Chipinge. That's where the town is called, Chipinge.
So, how can people help or support you?
Oh my goodness, what a great question. It's a lot of things that people can do. First and foremost, I don't, do all this by myself. So like I said earlier, we do fundraising events. And, so besides fundraising events, when I'm talking to platforms such as yours, Melissa, with the Coffee Connect, I'll be sharing my story, telling people what I need. And people can help by sponsoring a girl. So when I say sponsoring a girl, this means that you can take one girl and she can be your daughter, then you can pay for her school fees. And it takes, a lot of people are doing $25 monthly donation. And so they'll be paying that. And then I make sure that the money goes to the girl and then she goes to school. So we're looking for sponsors, we are looking for other organizations, companies that can collaborate with our organization so that they can help sponsor these girls. And as a company can sponsor one of our virtual events and collaborate with us, and then they will be on our website and all that stuff, and then we are working together to support one girl. So that's how we do it.
So, how about what kind of support or help do you need as an organization?
it- First and foremost is the financial assistance, like I'm explaining, that we need sponsors to help us pay fees for these girls. However, we also need a lot of like skilled people that can help our organization. For example, if you're an accountant, you can help us with our account department. Maybe you are good at fundraising. You can collaborate with us and help us do events and fundraise to get more money for the girls. Maybe you're a computer expert. You can help us do social media or just anything that we need that we are not able to do as an organization. We're always looking for people to donate services, even your time to make calls and call other people and say, hey, I know this organization that helps girls escape child marriages and they're looking for sponsors. Will you be willing to sponsor $25 a month? So, stuff like that. We're always looking for people to do that.
Let's take a look closer from supporters and sponsors. How do supporters and sponsors get involved in the girl's life?
The business sponsors.
Yes.
Okay, so say for MCC, your company is an organization, so you can partner with us, and let's say you sponsor $300. That's enough to save one girl from being married off. Like you already did that, Melissa, before, a couple months ago. So as a company, you can sponsor that much. You take her out of school, and the way we work with you is that we will be posting you on our social media. Then people get to know that you are collaborating with a non-profit organization, with a charity that's doing great work, helping these poor girls, and people know what you are doing. And also us as an organization, I can also work with your company in helping. Well, it's just helping each other. It's like a win-win situation. You are winning, we are winning, the girls are winning. So we are all doing something good, but our main focus is this girl that we want to make sure that she goes to school.
That is exciting. And thank you so much for those people who supported Bongai from the very beginning.
Yes.
And how many girls are currently in the program now?
Okay, so currently, since we started doing our virtual events this year, we were able to get 30 girls. Now we are at 35 girls that have been sponsored, but we had 25 that were in the program already. So we have a total of 55 girls now that are safe, they are secure, they have a peace of mind, they are not afraid of being married off, they're all in school. However, we have some girls that are still on the waiting list. We have about 30 girls on the waiting list. Like I said, every time we get a new sponsor or a new company that can sponsor, we take a girl from that waiting list and we put her in the program. So I'm very happy with where we are. But my goal for 2020 was to have 100 girls sponsored. But we still have 2 months to get to the end of the year. So hopefully by doing this and sharing this story and you having me here to share my story, maybe we can gain a sponsor or 2 sponsors. We can take a few girls from the waiting list and put them in the program. So
Yes. And do you have any success stories that you can share?
Oh my gosh, I have a lot. I don't think you have enough time for me to say all my success stories. I have a lot of success stories. Like I said, I started my organization in 2010, and I have had girls that are now teachers. I have girls that are now nurses. I have girls that are now business entrepreneurs. I have girls that are big chefs at big organizations. They went to culinary school and they are successful. So I have a lot of success stories to share.
Are those people help your help and give back when they are successful now?
Absolutely, because they always ask me that, okay, Bongai, how can we, they call me Miss B. So they'll say, Miss B, how can we thank you? We are now successful. We're able to pick our own husbands. So how can we give back to the organization? How can we pay you? And I say, you don't need to pay me. All I ask for you is to help another girl that
Yeah.
was that's in your situation when you were, in the situation and you got help. So I have, for example, I have Maureen. I think I've met Maureen one time through Zoom. She is now an accountant. She's a business person. She has her own business now, and she is helping other girls back in the area where she was. So that's a great. And I have another girl that's doing the same thing, helping other girls. So they always want to give back to the organization by helping other girls as well.
That is very nice. So
Yes,
you have success stories. Of course, you have failures. What about your failures?
absolutely. Absolutely. I always smile when I talk about my success stories. And when I think about my failures, failing stories, my heart sinks into my soul. But again, I take those failures as a lesson and as a success in a way. Because I will share one story with you. This one girl, she was very bright student and she was going to school well, and she met a boy. The good thing was she met this boy. It was her choice, and she got pregnant while she was in school.
Oh,
And
mm-hmm.
she, her being pregnant, of course, she had to drop out of school and go and stay with this boy. So when I heard that, that's what she decided to do. Of course, I was upset, but
Yeah.
again, at least she was not forced to be with this boy. This was her choice. And she ended up marrying the boy. So now they are married, of course, but she was not able to go back to school. And now she has two children. But I mean, she's okay. But my hope was for her because she wanted to be a nurse when she was finished school. So my hope was to see her becoming a nurse and then get married. But that didn't happen. So
Oh,
yeah, so things like that happen.
that happened.
Yeah.
Do you have any girls on waiting list, and how do you get them off on the waiting list?
We have a lot of girls on the waiting list. We always have 30 girls because, in this community, the need is so high. So we always have like 30 or 20 girls on the waiting list. But in the community, there's still a lot of girls that are at risk. So once we get a sponsor, a new sponsor or a company or whatever, we'll get the ones that are on the waiting list first because we put them on the list according to their risk, like who is at the most risk. So the ones that are on the waiting list, they are most vulnerable. So as soon as we get a sponsor, we take one girl or two girls from there and then we put them in the program. But we always take from the community again and put them on the waiting list. So our waiting list is always ongoing. But again, we are always taking from there and putting them on the list, on the program.
Do you have any events?
Oh, yes, I have events coming up. Thanks for bringing that up. So, first thing that I wanted to talk about is Christmas time is coming,
Mhm.
and I have 100 girls at the school that most of my girls go to, and they live at the school because the community, their homes were not safe for them to stay there. So they are living at like a cheap accommodation at the school. So my wish for them for Christmas is to give them a nice Christmas dinner and then give them little baskets for Christmas as Christmas gifts. So I am running a Christmas campaign for the girls, and each girl I figured, if I get $6 a girl, that's going to cover for each girl to get a little basket. And in the basket, we are planning to put a pack of sanitary pads, toiletries, stuff like toothbrushes, Colgate, lotion, maybe soap, just a little,
Personal hygiene.
yeah,
Okay.
personal hygiene that every girl will need. So every girl is going to receive that little basket, plus they will have a little party maybe on Christmas Eve, and
Mhm.
they will cook a meal together and eat together and just celebrate, just to give them something to be excited about. And for
Mhm.
that moment, they will be happy. They forget about all the problems. They're just going to be in the moment and enjoy themselves. So I am pleading to people, I need to raise $600 for me to be able to do this. Since I started the campaign, I've had 33 girls sponsored already. People have been sponsoring 3 girls, 2 girls, or 1 girl. So, but I still have like 60 something girls still waiting to get that $6. So if anybody is willing to send $6 or whatever they can send to add to our $600 goal so we can give these girls something to look forward to.
That is nice, Bongai. So, how do you do raise funds for the girls' scholarship?
Yes, so thank you. We raise funds by doing events. Before COVID, I used to do annual fundraising events in person where we will go out there and do a gala or something like that. But since COVID started, we have been doing virtual events. So we do events which can be sponsored by a company or whoever wants to sponsor one of our virtual events. You get to speak at the event. You get to share with people what you do and your product, whatever you do. So that's how we raise funds, and we usually sell the tickets to attend these events for $25. So since we are on that, we have coming November 13th, um, Jenny Umali. She runs the Expose and Express program. That's her show. So we are collaborating with her. It's going to be Expose and Express /AAYLF. We are doing an event on the 13th of November. It's called Thank God is Self-Care Friday. And people will be, I don't want to say sell tickets, we are selling tickets. It's a donation of $25. And all the proceeds from there is going to girls. For example, if we get 40 people to attend this event, we can save 3 girls from being married off. So again, we'll be posting all that on Facebook and sharing, with people that is coming up. So please, 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 consider donating $25 and you attend this event. It's going to be awesome. And Jenny has some great giveaways. I think she has an ebook that she will give away with what she does. And it's November 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that's how we raise the money for the girls, by doing events.
That is nice.
Yes.
It's so nice of you to do that. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And since we know what you're doing, we know what to do with the sponsors and everything. So, what's your goal for 2020 and 2021? What's your
Okay.
goal for the end of 2020 and for the year 2021?
Okay, so my goal for the 2020 year was to have 100 girls sponsored. Like I said, now we have 55. So if
No,
I
that's
can get people to sponsor 45 girls, and then I'll have 100 girls sponsored by end of 2020, that'll be awesome. If not, that's okay. We can carry it over to 2021. But again, my goal for 2021 was to get an additional 100 girls sponsored. Then I'll have a total of 200 girls sponsored. Can you imagine if I have to save 200 girls from being married off? That would be awesome. So that's the goal that I'm working for.
Yeah. So, what would you like people to know?
I would like to let people know that it's okay. I mean, if you can, we are so fortunate here in the United States. But let's remember there are some people that are going through hardships, and these girls, they are going through this, they're being married off. It's not their choice. They are being forced to be in these situations. So if we can spare $25 a month, let's help them out. Let's get them out of these situations. It takes, $25 a month to really change these girls' lives. So I'd like people to know that it doesn't cost too much to change somebody's life. It doesn't take too much to change this girl's life and have them see a light at the end of the tunnel. So it's possible. We can do it together. So there's an African proverb that I like, and I always want to share this with people. It goes like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. So that's why I'm pleading to everybody. Let's go together, and then we can go far. Can you imagine if people come together and do the $25 a month? How far can we go? How many girls can we get out of this? It's a lot. It's a lot.
That is good. So
Yeah.
I calculated because I calculated if you need 100 in a year, you need
Yeah.
to have at least 8 sponsors or 9 sponsors per month.
Right.
So that's what your goal. So
Right.
um, Yeah, that is good. And
So
you
if we can get 8 people out there who is listening to this, we just need 8 people, right? Eight
yes,
people.
yes. And you are doing a great job. And thank you for those people who are helping you.
Thank
And
you.
we are the My Coffee Connect for the holidays foray. 10% will go. I am encouraging my attendees to buy wine, and 10% goes to and child marriages. So we are trying to support, like Bongai, because she's been with us with the My Coffee Connect since the very beginning. So we are trying to help as much as we can. We just, donated 210 last month for her. So we were able to save one
Oh.
one girl.
Mhm.
So I have more plans for you. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
And what else? Uh, well, maybe enough a little bit with the end child marriage because they know everything about it. How
Yeah.
about like what do you do outside end of child marriages?
Okay, outside of child marriages, I'm a grandmother and I love being a grandmother. So I hang out with my grandkids and they keep me running, they give me my exercise. So I love being with them. They don't live too far from me. So I try to get them every week. And then they can come to my house. We have the sleepover, slumber party in the living room and have fun. And then when I'm tired the next day, I said, it's time to go back home. And they go back home. So that's what I usually do during if I'm not doing my outside my in-child marriages. My husband and I have been married for so long, and both our kids are gone, so it's just me and him.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just, okay, let me just have some noise around the house so I get them.
I think that's the best thing of for being a grandparent. If you want them, and if you're
Yeah,
done, you can return them.
absolutely. That's the best part. That's the best part. And I give them all the cookies they want, and
Yeah,
then they will be hyper. When they're hyper, I call the mom and say, "Come and get your kids." She comes.
that is good. So, Bongai, you are one of the My Coffee Connect attendees. Can you share us your experience at the My Coffee Connect?
I love, 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 love your Coffee Connect. Like as you are saying, I've been with you from the beginning, but I've known you for quite some years now. But since you started your Coffee Connect, I love it, and I try to attend every chance that I can get. Besides that, I met a lot of people from your Coffee Connect, and I build and make some connections, some relationships through the Coffee Connect. Some people, I mean, we're like close friends now, but
Mhm.
we met virtually on the Coffee Connect. Some people live in California, but we are like best friends. So I really like it, and I love the way you do it. We feel very comfortable, in the Coffee Connect. It's very professional. Everything, the way you do it, you are bubbly, you are inviting, and you are friendly. I mean, I just love everything about your Coffee Connects.
Yeah, we're kind of like a family.
Yes, I
Yes,
love that.
yeah. My Coffee Connect is just a foundation of building relationship. 10%
Yeah,
is My Coffee Connect, and 90% is on you. So
right.
you're doing a great job for promoting your business, and you're receiving a lot of help from all My Coffee Connect attendees.
Absolutely,
That's why I'm very,
absolutely,
very happy with collaboration and everything. So,
absolutely.
what else do you want them to know before you say goodbye to them?
Just to say, if you are looking to sponsor a girl, you can reach me at either my Facebook page or my website, which is www.endchildmarriages.org, or you can simply call me at 484-356-8935. If you have questions about how you can be a sponsor or how we can collaborate and work together, just call me. I'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one chat with you and then explain everything that you need to know or that you might have questions on. So, and again, I want to thank you, Melissa, for allowing me to be here and sharing my story. And again, thank you to all the sponsors that have been supporting and sponsoring me through this journey and helping me help these girls. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And
Thank
Thank you so much, viewers, thank you so much for watching us. You can like my Facebook, Coffee and Conversations with Melissa, and follow me in YouTube, like Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. I'm going to have holiday shopping with Melissa. So stay
Yes.
tuned for the awesome businesses for that. And also, I would love, love, love to include end child marriages for those people who would like to sponsor. I am looking for 12 businesses or 12 sponsors that is going to help end child marriages. So we can help. Like I'm looking for 12. So if you are we're going to if you have like 12 people that is going to donate $25, that is going to be a one child, right?
Mm-hmm.
One child. So the one child is going to be saved this year for this
Yes.
year. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, absolutely. That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. And
Thank you.
tomorrow, Friday, the next business spotlight is Carmela Velarde.
All
Thank
right.
you and have a great day.
Thank you, Melissa. Have a good day. Thank you so much.